Yo, BigEAstrology, the Astro-Weather, Mercury and Gemini, home sweet home. We got the Gemini full moon on the 6th. We got stuff going on. Let's get into the Astro-Weather week from BigEAstrology. What's up, everybody? You know what it is. I hope you had a great weekend. Oh my goodness, the Astro-Weather is here. BigEAstrology, happy birthday to all my Geminis, Gemini season. And I'm connected with you guys on the Gemini solar returns and birth chart readings. Remember, the sale goes to June 20th. $101, 65 minutes live over Zoom, or $202, 40 to 50 minute custom video summary, and all the extra cookies with that, audio, transit recording, both of them, videos, your planetary placements. Email me directly to book the sale at bigeastrology@gmail.com. Taking care of the Astro Weather week from Monday, the moon, June 3rd, Tuesday, Mars, June 4th. Yeah, Sun, Venus, Cazimi, Mercury, Jupiter conjunction. And Wednesday, Mercury, June 5th. And Thursday, the Gemini New Moon, June 6th. And the start of the NBA Finals. Kind of rooting for Dallas. Definitely like Kyrie and respect Luka, but Jason Tatum and Brown have been going at it for a while. I think Boston Celtics will win in 7 games. If the Mavericks can win, I think they would need to do it in 6 games. We shall see. Stay tuned. Should be a lot of fun for the sports heads. Yeah, and Thursday is what? 6/6/6, 2024. The 24, it's June 6th and the 6th month. So should be an interesting day. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. The moon is exalted. It's in Taurus on Monday. So we're looking at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, 7 degrees. It's going to finish up at around 12 degrees East Coast, 13 on the West Coast. And so remember, we're going to have this Gemini moon. The new moon is at 16 degrees on Thursday. So the Taurus moon is Monday, right? Just came in, late last night, early morning. Tuesday and Upakito Wednesday. So the Gemini moon does begin on Wednesday, and then Thursday early is the new moon. We'll talk about that as it's going to be squaring Saturn and all that fun stuff. Conjunct Venus and Jupiter and, yeah. Anywho, I'll be on live tomorrow night breaking down the Gemini new moon on my YouTube channel, BigEAstrology, and it'll be 9 p.m. Eastern. Right. And I am hope you've been watching my new podcast, Knowledge is Love Astrology podcast. Just had some great interviews with Priya Sudarsanam, Lloyd Strayhorn, Amy Robeson, Anjani Seagrass, Loretta Taylor, Sophia Astrology, Angela Albertson, Vivienne Chauvet. That's just my most recent guests. We've got more coming, including my astrology teacher, one of them, but the main one, Astrology with Heather Elin. So that should be coming out the end of the week. And Ami Diaz, Qigong acupuncturist and Chinese energy healer, just incredible woman. So I'm bringing a lot to you. So let's get to the Astro Weather, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and that's going to take us through the Taurus and Gemini moon. Eric Taylor, BigEAstrology with the Astro Weather week. And hopefully you signed up and received the newsletter. I sent it out, and some good nuggets, and announcing my mini coffee talk Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, June 14th, Flag Day. You don't want to miss it, because I'm going to be teaching a 70-minute lesson for $11 Friday night, 5:30 Pacific. Annual perfections in the natal birth chart. What year are you born? And from that, I'm going to create a nice little service for you. So, the annual perfection is really powerful in astrology. It's a timing technique that can show you what year of life you're in based on your age, right? If you're 36, 48, 24, it's in the first house. So whatever the sign is, the chart ruler, the planets in there, that's going to be activated for the greatest themes for your year of life and any major aspects to it. So you want to come, sign up now, BigEAstrology@gmail.com, $11. You can do Cash App, $T2UC. But just email me, BigEAstrology@gmail.com, and you can pay on PayPal, Zelle as well. $11 for June 14th. Let's get to the Astro Weather week. Pew. Alright, Monday. Woohoo, yeah. Gemini season. Look, we're in the second decan. As I told you, the end of, for the Astro Weather weekend. And yeah, we're rocking 13 degrees. You see the Venus. Now remember, on Thursday, it's going to be at 16 degrees. So that means 14 degrees on Tuesday, 15 degrees on Wednesday, and then 16 degrees on Thursday. Okay, it's early in the morning, so that's just, how it works out. So, what we're going to see is, look, Mercury today just entered in Gemini, home sweet home. So our analytical and logical mind feels like it's kind of like back on board. And then with Venus and Jupiter and the Sun, what we're going to see, especially as we get to this new moon, is this powerful stellium, okay? So the two benefics, our analytical, logical, lower mind, our higher mind, wisdom, beliefs, philosophies, right? A husband, Venus, the wife, pleasure, beauty, money, finances, fashion, art, culture, entertainment, and the ego, vitality, our expression, the sun. So all in Gemini, it's really about connecting with your friends, being social, but being curious, wanting to learn new information. And that's what this Gemini New Moon is really speaking to coming up on Thursday, in terms of being open to new ideas of spirituality, being open to, having friends, asking questions, having conversations, but also having healthy boundaries. There's going to be a lot of opportunities as we get ready to transition to the solstice on the 20th and Cancer season and the end of the Gemini birth chart sale, for us to really not only just be social, but to exchange information and knowledge, to expand on our little curiosities and inquiring and being inquisitive, and to take it to new levels and to find benefits and pleasure in it. Okay, so be the Gemini, be the socialite, be the curious person, be the Jane and Jack of all trades. This is the season for it. So with this Taurus moon finishing up at about 12 degrees on the East Coast and the West Coast, 13, you're going to see, it already, as we were sleeping, squared the Pluto and Aquarius at 1 degrees. But it will, being a Taurus, it will get closer. And you'll see early tomorrow morning as you're waking up, it'll be sextiling Saturn. Okay. So sort of like grounding your emotions, and really Tuesday morning, making sure Tuesday's Mars, right? The day to lift weights, but spiritual discipline, do your sun gazing early in the morning, right? That's how you integrate the sun. You guys shouldn't be wearing the sunscreen. That's what's giving you the skin cancer. If you, and I mean for my European friends, if you look at the sun, right, early at sunrise and then again at sunset, it's allowing the sun to activate the melanin in your body so it can integrate properly, and then you won't get burned. It communicates in messages. Nature talks to us. And we need to start to listen, and we need to talk back to nature. So make sure with this Taurus moon, Monday and Tuesday, you're definitely grounding in nature. Okay. Now Mars is, we'll talk about it, but you saw in my newsletter or on my community page, my little Astro-Weather calendar, it's going to go into Taurus on the 9th where it's frustrated. So it leaves its home, right? Mars has been at home in Aries. Remember I told you Monday morning, this is the time, go in and get the raise and the promotion. You have the boost. The nodes are still at 14. They'll be moving soon to 13 degrees. But, we have got to be brave, courageous, be the leaders of our own lives on Monday, okay? It's the moon day, so you kind of feel a little lethargic and tired. Don't feel like going to work. Juno's still in Virgo. The Lilith, is still staying here at the 16, conjunct the South Node. So really tap into your intuition and really understand that we all want harmony, peace, some sort of fairness, justice, and balance in every relationship in our life. And I wonder if this could be an energy to, hopefully finally bring an end to the genocide and a ceasefire. We shall see what's in the works. There's so much stuff going on right now in the news and all that. I just, it's not even worth talking about. I just pray for love and peace, for everybody and everything. And, we got the series in Capricorn, and make sure you watch my series through the sign series. I put up series in Capricorn last week. Could have got lost in the shuffle with all my podcasts. I've been busy, but, this Taurus moon will trine that, and Ceres is still in the trine to Uranus. So really getting messages from the herbs and the plants and nature, that's to be expected at this time. Saturn's going to go retrograde at the end of the month, and then I think mid or early July, Neptune will go retrograde. Remember, they both go into Aries in February 2026, okay? And, Saturn and Pisces, make sure you guys are taking care of your feet, compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy for yourself and others. And I'll be talking with Heather Elin about medical astrology. So we'll get some insight on, Neptune, disease, Pluto, virus, Saturn, you could see the arthritis, joint bone pain, a whole bunch of stuff. So we're going to get into the signs and some of the planets and houses to look for when you're trying to assess medical issues in astrology. She is, Heather's like an expert. I'm pretty good at it, but she's like an expert. Okay. So this is Monday, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Definitely a lot of communication for a Monday, and you feel a little bit more motivated and more outwardly because Mercury's back at home in Gemini. So in Taurus, it's a little practical, prudent, calm, slower in terms of to response. Gemini, it's the quick responses. This morning, I had so many text messages, blah, 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 going back and forth. That's what's going on. Make it happen Monday, June 3rd. Let's go to Tuesday, the day of the Mars, June 4th in the Astro-Weather. Pew. All right, back to 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific on Tuesday, June 4th. Yeah, Geminis. Look at that. The Cazimi, the Venus, and the Sun. Okay. So, it can be auspicious, but it begins a new cycle for Venus. Okay. It's in the heart of the Sun. And, the Sun is a mild malefic, so it kind of dissolves that energy with friendships, money, and this and that. But it also starts a new cycle. So this is where we can kind of like clean out the closet, assess the friends, assess the fashion, start communicating more about our money in a positive way, right? I am wealthy, right? With gratitude. You don't want anything. You're not telling the universe that you want things. You already have it, and you're glad you received it with gratitude. So Look, Gemini moves kind of quick. I mean, Mercury moves kind of quickly, so it already passes, Jupiter, but they're in the exact conjunction today, just like the Sun and Venus. So that's what's on the agenda. So this is where the higher and lower mind are very quick pace, new ideas, new opinions, new thoughts. How can I grow it? How can I expand it? What should I, communicate this and that? What are my philosophy? Blah, 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 blah. Maybe this is like the summer wedding plans, da, 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 da. The Sun, Venus, it's like, really getting a new look at the fashion, the money, the relationships, the car. Make sure you clean your vehicles. Okay, this would be a good day, Tuesday. And remember, Mars lift weights. So the moon, right, as I was telling you, would be at about 12 degrees. And this moon is going to finish up at about, and 13 from the West Coast, right? So 13 degrees. The moon will be conjunct. So it's going to finish up at 20 degrees and 19 on the East Coast. Okay. So 19 and 6. So when we wake up tomorrow morning, you'll see the conjunction, and then it'll be about 12 noon at 25 degrees. Okay. So we'll finish out the day, at about 11, maybe a little after 10 p.m. or around 10 p.m. Eastern, heading into Gemini, leaving the Taurus. Okay. So it's exalted. So this is the exalted position, 13 degrees. Okay. The lunar mansion behind it. So really, really take Tuesday, go for a walk, ground in nature. I'm super busy on Tuesday, and you'll see me live, okay? Join me 9 p.m. Eastern to talk about this Gemini New Moon. And enjoy the last few days of Mars in Aries. Like, go for it, Mars in Aries is super competitive, and it's like ready for battle. Let's check how Lilith is dancing. I love it. It's just behaving. It bounces all around and staying at the 16 degrees conjunct the South Node. And I think that's telling us a message. We have to trust our instincts in business partnerships, relationships, and marriage, right? Now, this makes you wonder, South Node is like somebody from your past coming up, or someone, like in your local community, or issues with the siblings and cousins or neighbors, things coming up, right? But at the same time, Lilith and Libra, definitely making sure that everything's good in your business partnerships and your marital relationships and stuff like that. Check in, harmony, peace, fairness, balance, and, really communicate, and don't be passive aggressive. This is where you want a spiritual harmony and peace in a relationship. Well, then claim it and speak it. Okay. And, we still got the Ceres doing its thing in Capricorn. Pluto is still at 1 degrees. Remember, September 1st, it goes back into Capricorn to November 19th, and the retrograde ends October 11th. All right. So, yeah, Tuesday is definitely, and you'll start to feel, more of that conjunction as the day goes on, especially Tuesday night, with the moon and Uranus. So we can get some really powerful downloads. I would probably put crystals under the pillow Tuesday night. You can do it any night, but Tuesday night, hold them in your hand, pajama, if your pajama pants or whatever have pockets. But Tuesday is a day to connect with your crystals. And Priya talks about that, how important they are on our episode. Okay. And, everything is energy, frequencies, vibrations, numbers. So even Lloyd talks about that with the numbers, and, you look at the numbers of the days and the year in this universal 8-year, things are definitely instant karma. So you want to be on your best behavior. But enjoy Tuesday. This is definitely clean your car, expand your mind for your thoughts and ideas, communicate. And, Saturn and Neptune, they're going to get ready to slow down and go backwards. All right, retrograde. And remember, the retrograde is an optical illusion. And if you have retrograde planets, it's like a do-over. in your chart, right? In your natal chart, like things that you didn't focus on enough in your past life, that this life you've got to really understand and be introspective about and pay attention to, whether it's your Mercury, your Mars, your Saturn, your Jupiter. Okay. So that is, the karmic lessons from a past life through the retrograde. So let's get to Wednesday, June 5th, Wake Up Wednesday, the day of Mercury. BigEAstrology. Pew. Yo, Wake Up Wednesday, the day of Mercury. Don't you know that I'm giving you harmony and poetry? How it be from the E. Under the Taurus moon. No, it's the Gemini moon, Lucy. Well, that's what happens. Wow. So it moved quickly because it came in early in the morning. Okay. So this is Wednesday, June 5th. You got the moon finishing up. It's at 4 degrees. So it's in a conjunction to Jupiter, okay, and with Mercury. And the Gemini moon is very curious, inquisitive. It's a chatty Cathy. It's social and friendly, but it emotionally needs to express itself. So Wednesday, the day of the lungs, definitely walk, stretch, breathe. But this is the emails, the journaling. Okay, getting ready for the Gemini New Moon, which is definitely, journaling and powerful energy. And so this is going to finish up at about 10 degrees, 11 degrees on the West Coast. Okay, now remember I told you the Gemini New Moon, we're not going to look at it exactly here on the Astro-Weather, but it's coming in early in the morning. I think it's, oh my God, is it? Maybe 5:37 a.m. Okay. So that's going to be, though, it's 16 degrees. So we're already at the 15. You see the Venus, right? The Venus is going to get to 17. So we'll see for tomorrow. But this is all about Wednesday. So the emotional mind, the logical mind, the higher mind, they're all in harmony. Wednesday's a good day. Okay. So really have some fun. I know, listen, this has been a tough year already, but May and June are like our pockets of good times. So enjoying them, enjoy them, okay? June gets a little hectic as we start to get to Cancer season, or even before, like I think around the 17th. So this is really the time to really take advantage of all this beneficial energy and this Gemini New Moon. There are some challenges, but they help you grow. But overall, it's a positive energy. Okay. So this is where, we need to kind of be ready and prepare. What is it that we want to value in our communications? When you're dealing with Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus squaring Saturn tomorrow, which I'll talk about, that's where we're really looking at opportunities for growth, but some like doors closing when it comes to, our finances, our fashion, our relationships, some disagreements. Gemini is like quick, Pisces is like slow down and let's really look at this and zoom out Jupiter spiritually. Okay, Saturn will restrict you, delay you, limit you, but it wants you to respond to your abilities. And with the Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus, the abilities are being social and friendly. The abilities are about being curious and inquisitive. The abilities are about being the mimic and humor. And muy inteligente. Geminis are smart as a whip. Aquarius, Gemini, Scorpio, Virgo, and Sag are the top 5, I would say, most intelligent signs. Okay, and then Pisces would be 6th. So, and you could put them in any order, but definitely Aquarius and Gemini are going to lead the way. Okay, and Virgo's smart as a whip, and Scorpio too, because of how focused they can be on something. and probing and investigating. So Wednesday is definitely a good day. June 5th. You're talking, you're walking, you're New Yorking, and baba, there you go. I told you it was moving. The North Node has moved to 13 degrees. Okay. And, Mars and Chiron are doing their thing. But this is where we got to check in on the South Node and Lilith, because you're seeing the Lilith staying. This is incredible. I haven't seen Lilith stay at 1 degree like this. So this is like 5-6 days now, 16 degrees. So that's a 7, a very spiritual number. And it's that second deacon, right? The Libra Aquarius deacon. So we have to be checking in our pheromones, hormones, our intuition around our relationships over social media, around AI. Use it. Don't let it use you. Don't put chips in your hand. Don't put chips in your brain. Don't just upload everything into the algorithms for the AI, because, you don't know what's safe or whatever. I'm not saying be paranoid, but definitely get Opera, get Web 3, use ChatGPT, use these Opus clips, these things to benefit you, but also just be mindful. Things are changing, developing, and moving super fast every day around technology, around our relationships with the internet, and around AI and stuff like that. So you have to, now this is one heck of a stellium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So Wednesday and Thursday is definitely, the stellium week of Gemini. So right now, everything is beneficial for the Geminis, definitely good for the Sag, Aquarius, and Libra. These are all the rising signs with all this energy in Gemini. Gemini's having a glow up, okay? And this is a good time to take advantage of it. Go out there, audition. My son, he's a Gemini, just did a commercial. He may have another audition, independent film. But this is the time for Geminis to really just flourish and soar with all this positive energy. So let's look at Triad Thursday, the day of the planet Jupiter, which is in Gemini, and, really enjoy this stellium. If you have ever thought about starting a blog, writing a book, doing a podcast, this is the energy to get it going, honestly. Start it now. Launch it Wednesday or Thursday. Okay? Hope that helps. Eric Taylor. Wake up Wednesday, day of Mercury, June 5th. BigEAstrology, Astro-Weather Week. Pew. All right. June 6th, we're here. The start of NBA Finals, the Gemini New Moon. I decided to look at it a little bit later. The Gemini New Moon has already passed early in the morning, and we're looking at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. No particular ascendant, like always, but it's Triad Thursday, the day of the planet Jupiter. And you see at this time, the moon is now at 19 degrees. So it already has moved on from 16 degrees, 6 hours, right? So that lets you know, if we're talking about 2 o'clock, right? 6 hours was about 8 o'clock. Sorry, my brain kind of freeze there. 2 and 4, 8 o'clock in the morning. All right. So, this is the moon is at 5:37 a.m. and 8:37 a.m. Eastern. Okay, so really powerful day. You see the stellium. We're really dealing with Mercury is moving quick. It's going to do it's at home in Gemini, but it's going to do a quick run. Jupiter's here for a year, right? Venus is clearly moving through Gemini super fast as well. And so you're going to see Mercury and Venus, fly by. We're still in the And this sun and moon are in the lunar mansion of, I think the lunar mansion of the North Node. I have to double check that one. I forgot the degree. It's either Jupiter or the North Node. I believe it's actually the North Node. So Uranus is doing its thing still in Taurus. The new moon definitely coming off this square. It's still squaring Saturn, right, at 18 degrees. And the moon, this is where your emotional thoughts could get away from you, right? And so this is where I would do a lot of meditating for this new moon, because again, it can irritate our nerves, right? It's a positive energy, but because of the square to Saturn, Saturn is asking you, do you have spiritual discipline? Have you put healthy boundaries in your life? Are you being compassionate and empathetic to yourself? What are you sacrificing? Do you sacrifice for your friends? Are you sacrificing time with the family or kids? Like, is it worth it, right? What are the limits, right? What are these stressors that we have in our life? And sometimes an Epsom salt bath, a lot of water, making sure you're getting your sea moss, cucumbers, right? Your blueberries, avocado, all the different things, going for a walk, jumping, massaging, moving the lymphatic system, right? So when you're dealing with Saturn and Pisces and you're having this energy, and the moon is going to finish up 6, 5. So the moon is going to finish up at about 24 degrees East Coast and 25 on the West Coast. Okay, so when we wake up on Friday morning, with the Astro-Weather, we're gonna get in to that Cancer moon. Okay, so that means the Cancer moon is basically Friday morning. It'll go in pretty early. Okay, so yeah, we'll have that Cancer moon, Friday afternoon. So, I think this is positive. And, the Gemini moon will start to square Neptune. So Thursday night could be kind of dreamy. I hope we don't see any hand injuries in the basketball game. We got a little movement, 15 degrees, Lilith, okay? The South Node at 13, okay? This is the mean position at 12, so we don't focus on that. But, yeah, I would definitely, you're still dealing with the Jupiter energy trining Pluto, it was exact on the 2nd, but it's still very positive, so this is where you're expanding your thoughts and ideas to transformation about science, freedom, liberation, AI. You know what I mean? So investigate. That's why I said use it. Don't let it use you. Okay? So this is the time. Get on YouTube, get podcasting, start your Etsy business, your eBay, whatever you're trying to do. Gemini is a masculine air sign, so it jumps in. It's not like, Gemini and Aries, they go for it. So that's the energy right now, especially as Mars is getting ready to go into Taurus on the 9th, right? This is June 6th, Thursday. So, end the week with a bang. Thursday, Friday morning, definitely. The Gemini New Moon, to go in and get that promotion. Start the plans, plant the seeds for your new beginning, the Gemini New Moon. What have you been getting the information about, curious and inquisitive about, that now you're ready to initiate and take steps? This Gemini New Moon is very beneficial to do that. But you have to be disciplined. You have to, put in your spiritual practice and routines. Don't tell me like, oh, Eric, I forget. No, don't forget. You see what's going on in the world? You can't forget. You've got to do it. Even if it's just a minute, do something. Toning, meditating, sound bowl, walking, hiking, ice cold shower, nice bath, like do something, grounding, earthing, mindfulness, stillness, just lying on your bed, right? Eyes closed, put your feet up on the pillow and just let your body just like melt into the bed and be still and meditate on positive thoughts in your mind. Communicate with yourself in a positive way. You are no longer in the business of negative self-talk. You need to retire and hand in a pink slip today. Astro-Weather, Thursday, June 6th, Gemini New Moon, Eric Taylor, BigEAstrology. Peace. All right, that's it. BigEAstrology Astro-Weather week from Monday, June 3rd to Thursday, June 6th, Gemini New Moon. And happy Gemini New Moon to you all. Make sure you stay up on my channel, watch the podcast. Hopefully you watch me live Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, discussing this Gemini New Moon. And be intentional, be curious, be social, be friendly, smile, and talk to a stranger. Give some compliments. This is a positive week with Mercury being at home sweet home in Gemini and all these energies. Like, start the podcast, start the blog, start communicating, network with people. Like, go take the curiosity, but then expand it to taking action. You know what I mean? Like, go for it. And this is the time. Read my newsletter, read my blogs, read my Pluto Aquarius blog. It can be very helpful, in Pluto Capricorn at BigEAstrology.com. Sign up for the newsletter. Just sent out one on Sunday. Hope everybody enjoyed it. And please check my community board and like, share, and subscribe to the video and subscribe to the channel. Enjoy the Astro-Weather week. Boston in 7. But I'm going for Kyrie and Luka. Derek Lively gets busy. We'll see. PJ Washington. All right. But they could win in 6. Should be fun. And hockey, you got Edmonton against the Panthers. I don't know if anybody could beat the Florida Panthers. So in hockey, NHL, I'm going to take the Florida Panthers in 6 games. Edmonton's talented, though. Okay. See, you didn't know I knew hockey. You don't know about black ice. Hockey started in Alberta, Canada. Yeah. The black hockey players, they started the first hockey league. I give you history. You don't even know it. So tap in with your crystals. Tap in for this energy, and yeah, please use these. Remember, Tuesday, Wednesday with the bed, especially Tuesday night. In your pocket, keep them at the work desk. You see I have mine at the work desk. And they're not just good for smartphones technology and sparking up a lighter. They can spark up your life. All right. Astro-Weather week. Eric Taylor. Geminis, hit me up. Happy birthday birth chart sale and sign up for Coffee Talk for June 14th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Both of those at BigEAstrology@gmail.com. Peace. Lifting up your soul so you're not stuck on.